When we're dealing with challenging behaviors, the question that I always ask is, why is the student doing it? We need to know the function of the behavior more than we need to know what the behavior looks like. So if a student is biting, the question isn't, what do I do about biting? The question is, why is he biting? I always want to know, is he doing it because he wants my attention? Is he doing it because he wants me to go away? Is it doing it because the situation's overwhelming and he wants to be removed? There's a lot of different reasons why that behavior might be happening, but the reason is what's going to tell us what we should do about it. So if he's doing it because he wants people to react to him, how could he get that kind of reaction in a more appropriate way? Could he tell jokes? Could we make him the class spokesman? Could we do something that gives him that opportunity to be the center of attention and reinforce that and not make a big deal about the biting, maybe attend to the student who got bit instead of the biter? Similarly, if he's doing it because he needs to be removed from a situation, we might teach him to say, I need a break, which means get me out of here, and then give him that opportunity to leave when he's making that request instead of when he's biting. And then from there, we can then build up into, I can wait a little bit for the attention, or I can do a little bit before I take a break. But we've got to start where he's at to get that need met, because that need isn't going to go away. We could just say, well, he does it for attention, so we're going to ignore him. But then we just have to fight through waiting for him to learn that, as opposed to giving him a way to get that need met in a more appropriate way. I think it is very hard for the teacher, and it's very hard for families and teachers, because they're both on the front lines of having to deal with this, and nobody wants to get hit or kicked or bit. But I think the advantage of working on looking at the function of the behavior means I've got something I can get him to do instead, which often then short circuits the behavior, because now he can get what he wants and get what he needs without us having to wait through. I just have to stand here until he stops spitting so that I'm not attending to him. Now I've got something that I can say, tell me my name. Oh, now I can talk to you because you called my name. So we can build up strategies that we can redirect him to, and it makes it easier. It gives us a way out of that situation.